Hey there everybody, I just wanted to give you a look at the car as I'm doing the water pump here and take a look at all the bug splatter everywhere. But so I got last night I took over, took about 2 hours actually, not even to pull the intake here. And actually I was kind of surprised, here let me grab a light. I was kind of surprised the valves don't look too bad for having 45,000 on them. They're not terrible. So I'll just shine that in there, see if you can see. There we go. I can kind of see, but you can see there's just some sand in there. I'm gonna obviously clean them out real good, but not terrible. I mean, it's not too bad. So I do plan on giving those a clean. I got some brushes and then the CRC intake valve cleaner to do that with when I put it back together. But see, as you can see down here, that's where the water pump goes. Whoops. Basically, if you pull these connectors out of the way, see, right? Those are the two ports it mounts to with the 3 bolts there. And then down here is your belt that it hooks to. But actually, I have the old one down here. And as you, surprisingly, I would assume that it was going to leak from where it mounts to the engine right here. But these actually look just fine, so it wasn't leaking from there. It was actually leaking from, if you flip it over where the thermostat connects right here, you can see right on the sides it's all crusty. So it's definitely leaking from, or where am I here? Leaking from this area and this connection here. So, and here's the new one. I can't tell really any difference at all with it. I mean, it's the same kind of a water pump, but I did order it from FCP Euro, so if it does leak again, I can just return it and get another one. But here we go. Here's these little flaps that go on in the intake runners. These are kind of gross. They have a few chunks, but not too bad with carbon. And then there's obviously our intake throttle body. It looks actually really good. It looks fantastic. The runners and those look pretty good too. A little bit of junk, but not too bad. But yeah, overall it wasn't too bad. I didn't really post a video on taking it apart because I just used the video from the Humble Mechanics video. His is really simple. I watched a few other videos from like FCP Euro and stuff, but their videos were so complicated on how they did it. They went way over the top with the stuff. I didn't even have to remove. A lot of people remove this fuel line up here to get it out. I didn't even have to do that. I just shifted it over this way a little bit, and it came right out after, you know, the connectors. There's a connector on the back, so I took the oil filter out. But yeah, it was pretty straightforward. In an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I had it all out. I did pull it out, and I did end up taking, there's the intake pipe here, and it's bolted to by a bracket to the block with 2 bolts. I took that out just to get it out of the way, to get these bolts down here. But yeah, so not a bad job so far. So we'll see how it goes back together. Hopefully everything is fine. Oh, and I found out the hard way that my battery is still connected, and I accidentally had a bracket here that touched this. This is the positive for the alternator. Would touch that. That was a fun experience. So just to let you know, if you don't disconnect your battery, this one is live right here. So yeah, so I'm gonna clean this up, bolt this new one on, and then I'm gonna, once I get that bolted, I'll probably go to cleaning the intake valves off a little bit. I don't really know how I'm gonna do it yet to move the engine to each cylinder so that the valves are closed. I might have to take my washer tank out, and then that'll let me get to that crank or the dampener bolt to spin it over by hand. But yeah, so another fun weekend project here on a leaking water pump and thermostat housing at 45,000 miles, which is fantastic. All these fun technology of having a one-piece thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back at it.